Shalom, shalom. I'm gonna start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwatash. Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwatash. Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwatash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have taught us this beautiful truth. This lesson will be entitled The Reward is Near. Everything will be worth it. And I have no scriptures. Um, I'm not, I didn't prepare for this video. It's just the spirit sparked me to, turn on the live and, Lord willing, bring edification. Now, as everybody knows, sees, and has been hearing about for the last 2 days, an individual named Charlie Kirk has been assassinated and deleted. And there's a big, controversy. Has also been a woman on the train has been, quote unquote stabbed. It looks, you know, questionable. There was like no blood like gushing out her her throat. So it's like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? They said they stabbed her in the throat 3 times, and there's no blood coming from the throat. It's just blood coming off the blade. So who knows if this is one of the that red devil's tricks? Lord knows. But one thing that we do know is these big events that's causing such controversy and a lot of arguments and the huge debate spirit, arguing and back and forth and the right and the left, and is it's like it's warring. War is the trending topic. Chaos is present and also increasing. And it's going to increase to the point where we will have riot wars, race wars coming. And that's why it inspired me to make this video, because there's so much shit going on. In Mexico, there's a tank that blew up and killed 80 people. I seen a video, it was huge. The fire was huge. People screaming. And ultimately, the Lord is slowly increasing, is um, showing us, I mean, through the spirit. Only a select few can see, hear the truth. Thus saith Revelation 14 regarding the 144,000. With all this going on, we can see. And, as all this is going on, captivity, we're still in captivity. So the captivity is the pain, the heat, the fire is still burning, and it's just getting worse. But we're also getting better through the spirit. And this is the point. We're getting better through the spirit, you know, on a daily, Lord willing. And that little better that we get, that we, grow, that we achieve through the spirit and power, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, it feels so beautiful. It's so godly. It's so strong. It's so gentle. It's so pure. How much more will it be when Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai returns? It's gonna be unimaginable, inimaginable. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology for that, but you get it. I know you get it. Uh, well, let me bring a scripture out. Actually, the Wadi Hawash Shai. Like I said, I prepared no scriptures, so this is the spirit. This is Wisdom of Solomon, out the Apocrypha, chapter 3, verses 1, and I'll read through. I'm gonna just read until the spirit tells me to stop. It's a lot of good stuff. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verses 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. Khan, and I would just like to point out, how long have the prophets been on the side of the street preaching, bringing forth harsher, heavier truths than the individual Charlie Kirk? Talking about grapes, talking about the different nations, talking about slavery, and talking about the things to come, and actually having them come to pass. And the prophets of today that are on the side of the streets prophesying today have seen no harm. Obviously there's tussles here and there, little threats here and there. Yeah, we're in Babylon. It's the enemy's territory, of course, but to happen to somebody that this is their heaven, this is their kingdom, for that to happen to somebody that this is their time to shine in this world, that's a message from the Lord, and that's one of the many signs of the times. In the sight of the unwise, they seemed to die, and the departure is taken for misery. God. Now, the 2/3 and the heathen nations cannot understand the ways of the elect 144,000, or even the belief that the 1/3 has, because everything that is correct and truthful according to the scriptures, is actually deemed in this society and world uh, evil, hatred, hate speech, unhealthy, or unwise, or we're insane, we're psychotic. So in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. So they think we're miserable. They don't understand it though, and it's not for them to understand. So that's just how it will be. And they're going from us to be and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. Khan. That's right. See, it's going to be utter destruction, but we will be in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. I gotta read that again. For though they be punished in the sight of men. So we're being punished in the sight of men. You know, we broke as fuck. See, some people hear about what the fuck we going on in our life, they be like, damn, what the fuck this nigga got going on? Like this nigga is going through it constantly. You know, 2/3 be like, what the fuck? He gotta be fucking crazy. Like, I could never. Hey, diamonds form under thousands of pounds of pressure. Hmm? Let that one sink in. That's also a scripture too. Reading on the 5th verse, and having been a little chastised, a little, it says, they shall be greatly rewarded. Actually, Slacky, I didn't even read um, the end of it, or did I? For though, this is 4th verse, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. Yeah, we're going to be punished. We might be beheaded. We might be put in jail. We might be starving to death. But we're full of hope of immortality, of the crowning ceremony, by seeing Yahweh Shemel shine in flesh, or in the spirit, really, because we're going to be in spirit bodies, and ruling the new world to come, which is going to be the kingdom of heaven. And Lord willing, we will be the 144,000 ruling the kingdom of heaven. That is what that is referring to. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. Hmm? For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for Himself. So you got to understand what is going to be the test that the Lord puts you through to really be for the Lord, the Most High Himself, to be like, oh, this one right here, He's worthy. Yeah. What's it gonna take? It's gonna take everything you got and then some. And found them worthy for Himself, as gold in the furnace hath He tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. Khan. That's simple. Don't gotta explain that. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run and to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord Yahushua shall reign forever. They that put their trust in Him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with Him. For grace and mercy is to His saints. Grace and mercy is to His saints. Revelation 14, 144,000. That's what that's talking about. And He hath care for His elect. Revelation 14. But the ungodly shall be punished. Ooh. The ungodly shall be punished. The ungodly shall be punished. According to their own imagination, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord Yahushua. For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. America, Babylon the Great, will and in the end be unprofitable because it's been ran in pure evil, wickedness, murder, and deceit. Whew. This is a lot of meat on this chapter. Yeah, but that's it on that. Or would like to get one more scripture. We'll just do the spirit. We'll see what happens. Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man. Slakia, forgive me. Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. A man, just like as we read in Apocrypha, the gold has been put in the furnace and has came out pure. Or I butchered it, but something along the lines. We're getting purified right now, the elect. The hopeful elect is getting purified. Isaiah 13 and 12. It's been in the process, it's still in the process, and the process is finna come to an end. See this, hey, everybody can see this chaos finna take place. People are pissed. People are poor, man. People are broke. And then they put everything they got into this fucking government system and it just fails them every fucking time. Jacob's trouble is at the door. But our reward is also at the door. Everything will be worth it. Right? What is that? Isaiah 4 and 1. First Corinthians. Let me change the screen. Oh shit. Oh yeah, kind of. First Corinthians 15 and 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, the last one, the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we are the dead. Thank you. Forgive me. The dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. We are the dead. We have a heart of stone. Stone is dead. Yes, we have awakened through the spirit, so we are spiritually, awake on a minor level, but we shall be changed into our correct estate, our first estate, our glorious state, our godly state, our royal state, our noble state. And we got to think of, keep this in mind as times like this. I mean, the fucking times we're fucking living in, it's chaos out here. It's fucking crazy. You can easily get fucking lost and consumed in that bullshit. Fucking or some shit on the street. It's crazy out here. But we gotta keep in mind that we done did all this. Some brothers more than others. Some elders, brothers, right? And then there's some baby brothers, right? We didn't come in and, you know, have all this faith and sacrifice and suffer for righteousness' sake for nothing. Make sure you keep your shit straight, because you can easily get discombobulated mentally. You know, Babylon the Great will fall, and the Lord promised us, and He is not a man that He should lie. I pray that this was edifying. I probably could have kept going through the spirit, but point is made. The reward is near. Everything will be worth it. I actually could have got what's that scripture? Stay singular eyed. Let me just get it right now. The light of the Matthew 6:22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Basically saying, if you keep your eye on one singular thing, which is the kingdom of heaven, serving Yahweh Shemi Shai, everything else gonna be in order. Everything gonna be else taken care of. You fucking worrying for nothing. We could read this next verse too. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in the darkness, that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? So don't get fucking don't be slipping up. Don't get caught, man. It's a spiritual war worrying. And shit is very serious. Know what you know what you doing this for. And you gotta be doing this for Yahweh Shemi Shai. Shalom.